fam, let me tell you something right now. You are a powerful creator, and let's talk about it. Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, fam. I got another Law of Attraction card, and I'm super excited about this card. Oh my goodness. I'm always super excited about these cards. I guess because each one teaches me, what I love about the cards is that I think incrementally, they each teach me something new and different. And so they help me to they add on to my understanding and knowledge, and I feel like my cup gets fuller and fuller as it relates to understanding the law of attraction and understanding spirituality and understanding my relationship with the infinite source. So I love it. I love it. I love it. So this card says, I can create my world as I choose. What? Okay, now y'all. Y'all better hear that. You can create your world as you choose. Let me read the back of this card because y'all don't really understand what I'm saying. Y'all don't get it yet. Hang on. Let me read this card to you. You are here to create the world around you that you choose. Did you know that you get to choose? You didn't know that. Yes, you do. While you allow the world, as others choose it to be, to exist also. So let me reread that because I think I read it with the wrong emphasis. You are here to create the world around you that you choose, while you allow the world, as others choose it to be, to exist also. Meaning that, look, you came here, you have the ability to choose your world. Okay, you get to choose the world that you want, but you got to understand that you also are going to coexist in a world where others are choosing other things, or they may choose things that are similar, or they may choose things that are dissimilar to you, but you will coexist in that world as well. So don't get it twisted. It's not like you get to choose this world and you get to control everybody else's world. No, just yours. That's it. I know that's a hard thing to swallow, but let me read the rest of this card and then we'll talk about it a little bit more. But while their choices in no way hinder your choices, that's what you got to understand. Just because they're making certain choices ain't got nothing to do with you. Because that's their world, right? That's their world. Oh, your attention to their choices does affect your vibration. Oh. So we wonder why. That's why I really don't like nosy people. But anyways, let me read the rest of this card before I start talking about it. Let me start all over again. Oh my goodness. But while their choices in no way hinder your choices, your attention to their choices does affect your vibration and therefore your point of attraction. Meaning that, look, you can't be thinking about what other people are doing, what they saying, what they being, how they thinking, how they manifesting in the world. Like, if you pay attention to that, then it can be both. It could be good or bad, right? So for example, let's say I look at, like a lot of times I think, I'm going to give some examples for myself because, I always try to speak in the I so that, we can kind of relate. So I can relate at a human level, right? So a lot of times, so I'm a smart girl. Like, look, I'm claiming that. I'm not claiming that. I just am. I'm a smart girl. I always have really had achieved high grades. Really was just had a capacity to take on knowledge in a way. Very easily. And also just because I don't know something about me, I just love to learn and I love to grow in terms of my knowledge base. However, when I would go into settings where people weren't as knowledgeable, I would dumb myself down. So notice that, look, I understood myself to be a smart person. And I chose to engage in activities that increased my knowledge, right? Because I knew I had the capacity to do that. That's all me manifesting, making a choice. But then all of a sudden I get around other folks and then I feel like I got to dumb myself down. That's when the universe is like, look, yes, you can manifest in your world and make choices for you, but you got to understand you're going to have to coexist with other people who are making other choices. But what I love about this card, I think what this card does for me, it helps liberate me because it makes me understand that, look, I don't have to dumb down myself when I'm in these other circles with other people. The fact that they did not choose to be smart is not really my fault, and it doesn't mean that I have to dumb myself down to be around them. More importantly, guess what? Free will, choice. They could be just as smart as me, if not smarter. I mean, and so I think it's that survivor syndrome thing where you feel like, I feel like I had a decent life. I think things went, for the most part, fairly well for me. I mean, I had my moments, don't get me wrong. I share those moments with y'all. Y'all know good and well. Life has not been perfect for me. However, I feel like I have come out on the other side pretty decently. You know what I mean? Considering the stuff that I have been through. But that has been from choice, right? That has been from me using the law of attraction and having a spiritual awareness and using that to create a good life. Why should I have to go around other people and not just be an example of that? Why do I have to lessen myself, dumb myself down, pretend like I ain't got nothing in order to be around people? I have to understand that I am going to always coexist with other people in the world who are going to make other choices. And that my responsibility, and I believe this is what infinite intelligence is telling me to do. Be you, boo. Be you, boo, all day long. Be the light so that people understand that, look, you can have this too. Like, I am not special. There is nothing different about me. I'm just making different choices. I am just using the law of attraction. I am just spiritually aligning my thoughts and my actions and my words. That's all I'm doing that's different than you. And the bottom line is that I'm not even doing anything different than you. You're just making different choices. That's it. You are using your mind and your thoughts and your words, but you're manifesting something that maybe you really don't really want. Make a different choice, boo. Because you have the capacity to make a different choice just as much as I do. And this is when I realize I can coexist with other people who are engaging in all that negative behavior and be all right with it. Because I'm like, you know what? They are just as capable of being the light as I am. They are just as capable of using the law of attraction as I am. They have just as much access to the law of attraction as I do. I am not special. I'm not getting no handout or no help up. No, I'm not. I'm just making a conscious choice. I'm using my free will. I am using my understanding of the law of attraction, and I am doing the very best I can to manifest the kind of life that I want. But I understand, and I think also too that what this lesson teaches me too is that I don't have to feel sorry for people. I don't have to feel sorry for them. I don't even have to tell them, you know what, you're making negative choices. I don't have to do that because that's not my responsibility. It is your responsibility. It's everybody's. It was just like I spent many, many years in suicidal ideation, feeling depressed and down like I didn't want to live. I remember those days intimately. I remember, and it wasn't just days, it was years and months. I remember moments when I got a gun and I wanted to shoot my head off. I remember times when I got pills and I wanted to take them, and so that I did, and I took pills, and then my stomach got pumped, and then I survived. However, look, I have been to the dark side, but I have made a different choice now. And it's so funny because I spent so many years in suicidal ideation. I spent so many years feeling dark, down, and like I wasn't worthy and like I didn't really want to live. And to be in this moment right now where I'm like, what? I would never, ever, ever choose that again. Like, and I didn't even know I could have the capacity to one day wake up and decide, you know what, baby? You are worthy to be living. That you get to make that choice and that you can manifest the life you want. Every day I wake up, I'm like, what? What? Are you serious? Like, because there were many years, many days when I thought when I wanted to die, and I thought any minute now I should be dead. And I am still here. But not only am I here, I'm better than I've ever been before. I'm here. I don't even think about killing myself. Like, the thought of killing myself is like, what? Have I lost my mind? Even think of something like that. Why? Because I know the power and the presence of infinite intelligence was in me. And I know that I get to make a choice. I'm not saying I make good choices every motherfucking day, because I don't. I make a lot of fucked up choices. Don't get it twisted. However, I make a lot of mostly positive choices. That's why my life is mostly positive. And I made a choice to get on this channel and talk about it, right? Because I know that for a long time I would have felt ashamed, embarrassed. I would have hid. I would have ran away. I would have did everything I could to not be honest about my truth. But now I can be honest about my truth. I could tell you, I bought a gun and I was going to shoot my head. I was going to shoot my head. I knew exactly where in my head I was going to shoot. I planned this out, and I spent some time, just a little bit, not a whole lot of time, ready to do it. But something in me, I don't know what it is. something in me. And I need to say, even though I didn't shoot myself that day, I still spent many days after that, many months, many years, still feeling depressed and down, wanting to be suicidal. But then there was a point, because I kept searching, I kept seeking, and I kept saying, Spirit, what is it? How can I be better? I think my blessing is I kept praying for better, even though I didn't think I really was going to get it. I wasn't sure if the prayer was working or as if it was any good, but I kept praying anyways. And I think in terms of that prayer, somehow I was opening up some spaces for Spirit to come in and deliver me with some little things here and there, whether it was Ayanna Van Zandt or Marianne Williamson or Science of Mind, or I tell people I'll never forget when I was homeless and I was on Skid Row, and I'm gonna tell my whole Skid Row story one day. But I was on Skid Row, and there was this woman, and she was cracked out for sure. And she said, come on with me. I'm going to take you so you can get some clothes and some food, because I had just arrived. I had spent the night at Skid Row, and I cried the whole night because I was like, oh, I can't believe that. I had fucked up my life to the point where I landed on motherfucking Skid Row. Like, this is the shit that happens to dumbass people like me. So I remember the next morning, I'm at breakfast, and they were serving something, and I couldn't even eat. I was like, I can't even do this. Like, I have really fucked up my life. Like, I have landed on Skid Row. I didn't even think there was a Skid Row. Can I tell y'all truth? Tell shame the devil. I didn't think there was a Skid Row. I thought Skid Row was an expression. I didn't think it was a real place. But do y'all know that shit is real, and it's in Los Angeles? It's just in case you wanted to know. Anyways, I'm gonna tell my whole Skid Row story one day. But let me just say this one thing about her, and I'm gonna tell you. So I remember, next morning I got up, I was going to breakfast, and I was just, just unhappy. And this woman, she was cracked out. She was seriously cracked out. I mean, you could tell she looked like a zombie, and like she could barely even talk to somebody. But she says to me, come with me. Come with me, and I'm gonna get you some food and clothes. And I was kind of like, why is she talking to me? And I was like really kind of weirded out by her and everything like that. But something in my spirit said, just go ahead and follow her. So she's taking me down the alleyway in Los Angeles. Mind you, like, I had just arrived to LA, right? And anyways, I got to tell the whole story so you can understand what the fuck happened. But anyways, so she's guiding me down the alleyways in Los Angeles. I don't know if y'all ever been to Los Angeles. That shit's nasty. It's gross. For my middle class Ann Arbor, Michigan behind self, this was another world. It was like alien foreign to me. And I was scared as fuck. And I thought, what's this woman doing? She about to beat the shit out of me. I don't know. I felt like she was going to do something to me or something. Something was going to happen to me, or she's going to take me to her pimp, and I was going to have to start making money. I don't know. I didn't know. I had all kinds of thoughts going through my head. And she really did. She ended up taking me to this place. It was a women's center. And they did feed me, and they did give me clothes. And I remember that night I went back to the Skid Row shelter that I was staying at. And I kept looking for her because I wanted to thank her. Like, oh my God, thank you so much for doing that. Like, oh my God. And I never saw her again. I never saw the woman again. I looked for her. I was on Skid Row for like several weeks, and I kept looking for her everywhere because I wanted to thank her, right? Because I didn't, oh my God. I never saw her again. But I would tell you something. I think in that night when I was crying because I had landed on Skid Row, and where I was really feeling suicidal and I was really feeling down and out, I think part of my prayer was like, Spirit, please give me an answer. Please help me. Please deliver me. Please bring me to somewhere else. Like, it wasn't a perfect prayer, but it was a prayer for something. It was like, I don't know what it is I need, but Spirit, please bring it to me. And I think that's when Spirit brought that woman to me, because she did bring me to a center, and that center did provide me with food and clothes so that I could figure out. And it was through that center that within like 3 or 4 weeks, I was in housing and I had a job, and everything was like back to my normal life again, quite honestly. And I kept looking for her. And I always say that woman was my angel. That I had put out into, I used the law of attraction, didn't know I was using it, saying, Spirit, bring me something. And I had to, and the thing about, and the reason why I tell this story is because sometimes you got to understand that the something that you're going to get may not look the way you want it to look. This woman looked completely cracked out, like she was a zombie. And if you had seen her, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, her hair was fucked up. Her eyes were in the back of her head. I mean, she was dressed. She was dirty. She was everything. Like, why in the world would I follow her in the alleyway? But something in my spirit said, do it. I listened. I was open. I was receptive. And because somewhere I had prayed for an answer, and the answer came. And so I say all that to say sometimes the answer ain't going to look the way you want it to look, but you got to be open. You got to be ready. And you just got to allow. And so, you are a magnet attracting unto yourself. I attracted her because by attracting her, she delivered me to what it is I wanted, which was to get somewhere where things were better for me. And yeah. Thank you, family, for letting me share that with you. Thank you. Peace and love now. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you got a little something out of it, and I look forward to sharing with you more of my thoughts about spirituality. Understand that this ain't meant to be no monologue. I'm not preaching at you, but this is a space for discussion. So please, pretty please, with sugar on top, leave your text or video comments below because I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I'll see you next time, wishing you nothing but peace, prosperity, and a whole bunch of love. Take care now, beautiful spirits. I love you, and namaste.